Warning, this video contains spoilers, and if you don't want any, then I suggest you leaving this video. If not, continue. Watch it, but I don't care. Hey guys, it's KQQ, and today I am reviewing Super Mario Odyssey! Yay! So this is my first proper, accurate review. I believe so because, well, I don't have that opinion anymore. Reason I don't have that opinion is because it's changed. It's changed a lot. I don't like the main focus of it and all that. So yeah, how I review stuff is that I split up in the categories, and then I give each category a score, and then I use some algorithm thing that I'm not going to tell you, just because it's too complicated, and I don't know if you're going to get it or not. But yeah, unless you want to know it, then I'll tell you. Yeah. So, let's start off with the first category, graphics. So, you might say, well, the graphics look okay, you might say. Well, that's what you see on the computer, or tablet, or whatever you're doing on. But on the Switch, they look fabulous. Well, at least on the docks. I have one problem though, and that's with the handheld. I'll get more on the handheld problem once we go into the controls, which is the next category. But the graphics are gorgeous. I've only had one issue, is that to lower the screen resolution, which is often because when the screen gets busy, and it does, then they lower the resolution to keep that frame rate good, and I love that they do that. It's something that Splatoon also did, except this is a lot more substantial. Reason I say that is because it's true. Like, I can actually notice, unlike Splatoon, I can't notice that. I don't know why, but you know what? It's fine. But I mean, just look at these graphics. I love the fog in the Cap Kingdom. Like, it doesn't follow you. Like, once you walk through it, it looks great. And then, as you can see here, in here, like, there's like waves. The waves look amazing. You have all these different things. There's particle effects when you throw Cappy. There's the dust or whatever it is behind Mario. So, I don't know what that's all about. Mario has hail. Peach has hail. I love Bowser's outfit. I mean, come on, that's gotta be a few points all by itself. And it's amazing. It looks great. The visual art style is unknown. That's really my own problem with it. I don't know if you heard that, but it doesn't matter. I just have someone here with me. So basically, the game looks awesome, and there's really nothing I can say other than that. So I give graphics a 9 out of 10, mostly because it's not perfect and they don't have a clear visual art style. Okay, next category, controls. Yeah, controls are what make up a game, and they're great. And let me say, Odyssey's controlling Mario is just plain on perfect. Mario is fun, frequent, and just plain on fun to control. The controls are vibrant. It's very easy to learn the controls, and just in all, it's great. But there's one gripe about it: controlling Cappy. Now there's a button to throw Cappy, and it's X and or Y. And here's where the real problem starts to go in: motion controls. I know this sounds weird, but it's true. They use motion controls to control some Cappy moves. There's a homing attack, which is really important, in my opinion. And I think that people will agree with me. But the reason I have trouble with it is because it's a Nintendo Switch. I mean, I'm fine when it's in dock, but I can't play in dock because I'm a kid. I live with family. And another reason is because my Switch is right Joy-Con doesn't work too often. I don't know why that is. I think I might send my Switch to Nintendo once I'm done with this review, or just whenever. Yeah, that's not really a problem with it, the game though. But when you're in handheld, you just have to the controls. Like, to do the homing attack, you have to press Y, or you have to use the motion controls to throw it, which is a nice option. But then you have to use the motion controls to homing attack, and that's a problem. And as you can see here, he needs to do an upward throw, and that's really hard for me to do because the motion controls aren't the most accurate thing in the world. And another thing is that there's a spin attack, I think is what it's called. Basically, with Cappy, how it works is that if you flip your Joy-Cons one way, it does an immensely helpful spin control. And it's great. But you have to joke your whole system. And that's a little bit of an issue, if you ask me. Because, again, it's a Nintendo Switch. We shouldn't be having to do that. But it's not too much of an issue. Okay, it kind of is. But yeah, that's really one of the only gripes. Other than that, Mario's great to control, and Mario just makes up for Cappy losses. Therefore, Super Mario Odyssey gets an 8 out of 10. The next category is bosses. And as you can see here, that's a dragon. I am not kidding. There's a dragon boss in this game. And it is lovely. Again, someone in the room with me. It is gorgeous. Like I said, the graphics are amazing. And I don't care that it doesn't have an old style. But it's just great. Everything here is just great. Okay? There's no doubting that. I think that the bosses are just awesome. The Bowser fight is honestly my favorite. The reason the Bowser fight is my favorite, so how it works is that he throws his hats at you, and a lot of them will be fake, but they could still do damage you. So the ones that aren't fake, i.e. the ones that are purple, will hurt you as well as the white one, his hat, the real one. You have to hit the real hat, and then it flips over, you hop in it, and you have control of it, and it punches. And another thing that I didn't say about the controls is that to memorize the capturing mechanic, you don't have to. It has a list down below on what the controls are, which when I first saw it, I'm like, ugh, really, that gets into how the game looks. But it actually adds to the experience, which I really appreciate. So, yeah, there's not much to say other than the bosses are really, really amazing. And, yeah, there's so many good bosses in this game, and there's really nothing to say other than that. So, you know what, let's get on to the next category. And with that, bosses gets a perfect 10 out of 10. But now, a game exclusive, the Kingdoms. Now, there's a sheer amount of kingdoms and countless hours to play in each one. And I don't even know how many there are. Well, I played all of them but the Dark Side one. I don't have that many moons, but it's perfect. They're well designed, super creative, and they all have a purpose. This also ties into the story, which the story is not that complicated. Which I like complicated stories. That's just stories I like the best. But yeah, it's not very complicated, but it's great. It works. It's easy to catch on. Story is, of course, Bowser's marrying Peach, blah blah, forcing a marriage. It's not that complicated. Except here's the real plot twist. He has to steal the whole thing. Which is why you're going to these kingdoms. You're going and following him to each one. Which I thought was a great touch. So, what I think of it is that they're very well, cleverly designed. And they fit with the theme. Every single kingdom has a purpose for Bowser's wedding. Well, I guess except the Metro Kingdom. Which is, in my opinion and many other people's opinion, the best kingdom and is an instant classic. And reason being, was great. One of the best places is one without enemies. And like I said before, the graphics are great, and The visual art style is just nothing. I love it. The Kingdoms have both a very interesting idea of the art style, and the art style, gameplay mechanics, level design, stuff like that is what inspired the Kingdoms. And that's why this game has so much variety. Just so much variety. It's amazing. Okay? So with that, Kingdoms gets a 10 out of 10. Nope. No, it gets 9 out of 10 because not everything is perfect. Some things could be better, like the Dark Side, which is a replay of Kingdoms. Yeah. I might not have played each one, but I know what's in them. So, let's move on to the next category. What? Did I say category? No, there's no more categories. We've covered almost every single category we can, other than soundtrack. There's not much to say. The soundtrack's atmospheric, that's really all it's supposed to be, and it works great. But with that, let's move on to the final score of the game. With everything taken into consideration, a perfect way to control Mario, great boss fights. Oh, and did I mention that the final boss fight is exactly what I wanted? Well, not exactly, but it's what I wanted. I wanted Mario to take over Cappy, and that's exactly what happened. So, what is the final score of the game? We're about to see. With a great visual art style, kind of, and great bosses, great controls, a great kingdom system, a good story all about, and a boss fight that I wanted, and great atmospheric noises / music, whatever you want to call it. This game gets a... Well, let me just run the algorithm real quick. With our algorithm done, gets a drum roll, please. A 10 out of 10! Great job, Nintendo EPD. You scored a 10 out of 10. This is one of the best games ever made, and people agree with me. This will be a timeless masterpiece for many years. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you did, smash the like button, and if you're new, and subscribe for some more daily content. And come back on Shigeru Miyamoto's birthday, where I will play this game. See you guys next one. Bye!